You're getting to be a big boy.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm Caillou. So many things to do. Each day is something new. I'll share them with you. I'm Caillou. My world is turning, changing each day. With Mommy and Daddy, I'm finding my way. Growing up is not so tough, except when I've had enough. But there's lots of fun stuff. I'm Caillou. Caillou, Caillou, I'm Caillou. That's me.
Well, hello there. It looks like it's only going to be the 2 of us for story time.
Surprise!
Oh! I'm not going to be alone after all. Today's story is called Caillou Gets Sick. Caillou wasn't feeling good that morning. His forehead was very warm.
I think you have a little fever. I'll bring you something to make it better. You'd better rest.
After a while, Caillou thought it wasn't much fun to stay in bed.
Caillou, go back to bed.
I don't want to be in bed.
Here, this will make you feel better.
The next day, something strange happened.
Mommy!
Hi, are you feeling better?
Look!
That looks like chicken pox.
Chicken pox?
And I'm afraid that means you'll have to go back to bed. And you mustn't scratch yourself.
Why?
Because it'll make those spots worse, sweetie. No scratching, Caillou. Your bath is ready. You won't be sick very long, you'll see.
The hardest part for Caillou was to remember not to scratch the itchy spots.
Were you scratching again?
A little bit. What's that?
A little something. Here, let me see your dinosaur a minute.
He looks like me! I want to do it!
When Caillou and his mommy were done covering the dinosaur with dots, he looked just like he had the chickenpox too. Caillou didn't like being stuck inside the house. He wanted to be outside playing with Rosie.
Look, Mommy! Lots of spots are gone! Can I go out and play?
Not yet, sweetie. Are you ready for your bath?
Okay. Can my dinosaur take a bath with me?
He can watch, but he can't come in the water with you.
Caillou thought the spots would never disappear. But one morning they were almost gone.
Rawr.
Hello, Caillou. Hey, your dinosaur has lost a lot of spots.
Like me!
Really? Show me.
Bye!
Caillou went to tell Rosie that at last he could play with her in the garden.
Hi, Rosie! Look! My spots are all gone. Oh. Mommy!
What is it?
Rosie has the chicken pox.
You're right.
You'll take lots of baths and you'll lose all your spots, like my dinosaur. Yay!
Bye-bye. Talk to you soon. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. We were going to have a Caillou story. Now, let's see what Caillou did today. It's a story called Caillou's Phone Call.
Mommy!
I think I could be there, but I'll have to check my diary. Uh-huh.
Mommy, Rosie did something.
Caillou, I'm on the phone. You're interrupting me. You'll just have to wait.
It seemed to Caillou that his mommy didn't have any time for him because she'd been on the phone all morning.
Okay. Yes, please phone back right away. Bye. I'll be waiting for your call. Now, what was it you wanted to tell me, honey?
Rosie tore up a book. You have to come and see.
Just a second, Caillou. Hi, yes. I've been expecting your call. Just a second. I'm really, really busy, honey. Why don't you go and play now, and I'll talk to you later, okay?
Look at my drawing, Mommy.
Okay, that'll be fine. Bye now. Hi, honey. Let's see. I'm sorry, Caillou. I'm very busy on the phone this morning, but I'll be finished soon, okay?
Caillou really wanted to talk to his mommy, so he decided to phone her.
Mommy, I phoned you and the phone rang.
Why don't you answer it this time?
Hi, it's me, Caillou.
Caillou loved answering the phone. It made him feel very grown up.
It's Grandma, Mommy, it's Grandma.
Ask her how she is.
Hi, Grandma. How are you?
I'm fine, Caillou. How are you?
I'm fine.
I was calling to ask if you'd like to come and see me this afternoon.
Wow, yes!
Come on in. Hello,
Yay!
Caillou. You remember my friend's puppy, don't you, Caillou?
Yes, Grandma.
Why don't you and Rosie play with the puppy while Grandma and I have a chat?
Grandma, look at the dog. He's jumping.
Don't run, Rosie. He's getting too excited. Just be gentle.
Okay, Grandma.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I can't talk right now. I'll have to call you back. This little puppy does that every time the phone rings.
Why?
He's afraid I'll forget all about him when I'm talking to someone else on the phone.
That sounds a bit like a little puppy I know.
What are you laughing about?
It's a funny story. But I think I'll let Caillou tell you.
It's a very funny story, Grandma. Grandma, read us a story.
Ah, a story about Caillou. Just look what he's doing. Today's story is called Caillou Plays Baby. All morning, Caillou and Rosie had been busy. Very busy.
Oh, no! How could you two make such a mess? Really? How about a little cleanup before lunch, Caillou? Caillou, help me clean up, please.
But Rosie isn't cleaning up.
All right, let's try. Rosie, it's cleanup time. See? The toys go in here. That's right, sweetie. Now go get some toys.
Mommy, look, Rosie's playing. It's not fair. I want to play like Rosie.
Caillou, Rosie is still too little to understand about cleaning up. I'll do her share until she's bigger. Caillou, you're old enough to do your own cleaning up.
Caillou did not think that Mommy was being fair. He was very angry.
I want my milk in a twinning cup, too.
All right.
And I want my sandwich in little pieces like Rosie. Me too, Mommy.
A bib for you? Caillou!
I like being a baby.
Caillou thought that being a baby was much better than being 4.
I don't mind if you want to play baby, Caillou, but please don't be such a messy baby.
Caillou and Rosie had lots of fun playing baby after lunch.
A nap?
Yes, it's nap time for my 2 little babies. Get into bed, Caillou, and I'll come tuck you in.
Caillou didn't really want to have a nap. But if he was going to be a baby like Rosie, he had to.
Have a nice nap, Caillou. What's going on, Caillou?
I don't want to have a nap.
That's what all babies do in the afternoon.
I don't want to be a baby. I want to be 4 again.
Good. How about a game of Animal Snap?
Okay.
I'm so glad you're 4 again, Caillou.
I win.
Are you 2 strapped into your seats and ready for takeoff? It's story time! Look at Caillou. He's ready for takeoff, too. Because today's story is called Caillou Flies on a Plane. Caillou was going on vacation with his family, and this was the first time he'd ever been on a plane.
There you go.
Caillou was curious about everything.
Leave that alone, Caillou. We'll be taking off very soon. Just sit back, please.
Are you 2 behaving yourselves?
Mommy, you have to sit back. Oh.
The plane was taking off. Caillou loved looking out of the window at the disappearing ground below.
Those little white things are houses, Caillou.
Daddy, are we there yet?
No, not yet.
Would you like some breakfast?
Breakfast? Yes!
Caillou had never had breakfast on a plane before. After breakfast, Caillou's daddy was listening to some music. Caillou was very curious about how it worked.
Ouch!
Oh. Good morning, young man. How are you enjoying the flight?
Say hello to the pilot, Caillou.
Hello?
Would you both like to come and see how I fly the plane?
Oh, yes!
We'd love to. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the flight deck. This is Caillou.
Hi, Caillou.
Hi! Whoa! Daddy, what's that?
Those are clouds, Caillou.
Clouds? Really? Wow! Are we in the clouds now?
Yes.
I like being in the clouds.
We'll be landing soon, so you'll have to go back to your seats. Oh, I almost forgot. All our junior pilots get one of these.
Caillou was very excited to have this special pilot's badge. Pretty soon, the plane was landing at the airport.
Oh, we're on the ground.
Thank you for flying with us today.
I hope you have a wonderful vacation, Caillou. And I hope we'll see you again when it's time for you to fly home.
Grandma, read us a story about Caillou.
All right, let's see what he's up to today. Today's story is called Rosie bothers Caillou.
Boo!
Caillou was having fun playing with his blocks. Now he was going to build the tallest tower in the whole world.
Whoa!
This was the tallest tower Caillou had ever made.
Boo! Don't do that, Rosie! Beep, beep! Beep, beep! You broke my road! Go play with your own toys! Rosie! Rosie, give me those! Mommy! Rosie won't stop bothering me.
Maybe she just wants to play with you.
But I don't want to play with her.
Caillou, I'm busy and I can't be solving your problems all the time.
But, Mommy!
You and Rosie have to learn how to work out your own problems.
No, we can't!
Caillou?
Caillou was happy reading his book all by himself without Rosie bothering him.
Go away, Rosie. Go out of my room. No, 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 no. Stay out. Go away.
Books are for reading, not for hitting.
Go away.
Caillou, did you make Rosie cry?
No.
Caillou was glad that Rosie wasn't going to bother him anymore. Caillou had been playing in his room all by himself for a long time. But now he was starting to feel bored.
Hey!
He wanted to play a game, but he didn't want to play all by himself. So he changed his mind about Rosie.
Rosie?
Caillou remembered that playing with Rosie was fun.
What do I see here?
Now Caillou was so busy playing with Rosie, he didn't want his mommy to bother him. Story time, kids! Would you like to turn the pages of the book as I read it?
Okay.
We're all set. This story is called Caillou Goes Birdwatching.
Grandma, let's go!
No need to rush. The birds will wait.
Grandma was taking Caillou birdwatching today, and Caillou couldn't wait. He loved going on adventures with Grandma.
No birds here.
Are you sure? Listen carefully.
I can hear them. Where are they? Grandma, I see them. Look, there.
Would you like to see them closer?
Grandma always knew what to do, almost like magic. Caillou didn't know what to expect next.
Here, open your hands.
Seeds?
That's right. You'll see, we'll get some company very soon. Watch.
Look, Grandma, the bird is eating. Hey, bird, come back.
It's all right, Caillou. You see, small birds are afraid of big people like us. We have to stand very still and be very quiet so they won't be afraid.
Soon a new bird came to eat some seeds. then another, and a few more. Caillou couldn't believe it.
Look! Oh, boy!
Let's try a trick. Can you stand up? Good. Put your arms like this in front of you and stand very still.
The bird! Grandma, it's on my hand!
Caillou was so excited. He'd never had a bird sitting on his hand before.
We're leaving? Why are you whistling?
Well, it's like talking to the birds. And if we're lucky, the birds will talk to us. That's a good try. You'll see, it takes a bit of time. You have to practice.
Grandma was happy Caillou enjoyed watching birds. She decided to give him a special present.
It's a house!
Yes, but not just any kind of house. Look.
Grandma, the seeds are coming out.
That's right, they're supposed to come out. This is a bird feeder. I've had it for many years. I thought you might enjoy it now.
Will the birds come?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Grandma and Caillou decided to hang the bird feeder near the back porch.
This is a fine place. You'll be able to watch the birds from inside the house.
And that's how Caillou became a bird watcher, just like his grandma. Poor Caillou. He really got himself into trouble this time. Just look. I wonder what's going on. Let's find out. Today's story is called Caillou and the Doll. It all started when Caillou's mommy was putting on her makeup, getting ready to go out. Caillou liked all the different colors of the makeup. They looked like a paint box.
What are you doing, Mommy?
Putting on makeup
Why?
to look pretty when I go out.
Caillou thought his mommy looked very pretty.
Don't play with that, please. Julie will be here soon, Caillou. Why don't you go downstairs and wait for her?
Bye, Mommy.
Eat up, Rosie. Why don't you go and play by yourself for a bit while I get Rosie ready for her nap?
Okay. Bye-bye.
How about a story?
Seeing his mommy's makeup gave Caillou an idea for a game.
Caillou, where are you? What are you doing?
Caillou knew he'd spoiled Rosie's doll, and he was afraid Julie would be mad at him.
Oh, there you are. Caillou, what have you been doing?
Julie!
Oh dear, Rosie's woken up. Caillou, have you seen Rosie's doll anywhere?
No.
Are you sure? She says she left it in the bathroom. Wait a minute, what's that? Stand up a second, Caillou. Caillou. What happened to the doll?
You're mad at me, and Mommy's going to be mad at me too.
Oh, dear. Something tells me you've been having a busy afternoon.
Mommy!
Let's see if we can sort it all out, shall we?
Caillou explained how he'd spoiled the doll and how he'd been afraid everyone would be mad at him.
I wanted the doll to be pretty like you, Mommy, but everything went wrong.
Well, Caillou, Rosie still thinks her doll's pretty.
I'm sorry, Mommy.
Oh, I know you are, honey.
Just look at Caillou. He's all dressed up. Let's see what's going on. This story is called Caillou's New Babysitter. Caillou's mommy and daddy were going out for a special dinner.
I want to go with you.
Caillou, it's our anniversary. That's a special day for Mommy and Daddy.
But we have something special for you and Rosie, too. A brand new babysitter. Isn't that nice?
I don't want a new babysitter.
That must be Julie now. I'll go and let her in.
I don't like Julie.
Julie was a new babysitter. Caillou wanted his regular babysitter. So he made up his mind he wasn't going to like Julie at all.
Hi, Caillou. I'm Julie.
Just press this button.
Bye-bye.
Doesn't your mommy look pretty in her dress? And doesn't your daddy look smart in his tuxedo? Let's wave goodbye.
Later that evening, it was supper time.
I don't want any supper. I don't want any supper, too.
Caillou, you have to eat your supper.
You can't make me.
I have an idea. Your mommy and daddy are going out for a special anniversary supper. So why don't we do the same?
Even though Caillou had decided he wouldn't like Julie, he was curious about this idea.
Come on, then. What are we waiting for? Now you look just as handsome as your daddy.
Do I really?
You bet.
Caillou discovered he was starting to like Julie.
Now let's go and make Rosie look as nice as your mommy.
Gilbert!
Hold it!
Caillou liked Julie's dressing up game, but he still didn't care very much for salad.
Come on, Caillou. You have to eat.
I don't want any supper. I don't want any supper, too.
Well, if you don't want supper, why don't we have breakfast instead?
How can we have breakfast? It's supper time.
It's easy. From now on, everything's going to be the opposite way around. You'll see.
Oh. Hi, Caillou. Hi, Julie. Did you all have as much fun as we did?
We had breakfast.
Really? But what about your supper?
I thought they could have their supper tomorrow, if that's all right.
I'm sure that'll be fine, Julie. And now, if you're ready, I'll take you home.
No, Daddy, no.
Caillou had been having so much fun with his new babysitter, he didn't want her to leave.
Don't worry, Caillou. I promise I'll come back and see you very soon.
Are you two ready for an exciting ride? It's story time! So let's see what Caillou did today. Oh yes, today's story is called Caillou Goes to a Theme Park.
Are we there yet, Daddy? Are we there yet, Daddy?
Almost.
Are we there yet?
We're here.
Caillou was very excited because this was the first time he'd ever been to a theme park, and he wanted to go on the rides with his daddy.
Wow!
The first one he chose was called the Niagara Falls River Ride.
Stand next to the board, Caillou.
What is it?
You can only go on the ride if you're tall enough.
Yay!
Do you like it?
Yes, it's fun.
It's a bit scary, too, isn't it?
Caillou and his daddy agreed that the river ride was fun and a bit scary. Pretty soon, Caillou was having too much fun to be really scared.
The water splashed us, Mommy.
Who wants dessert?
I do. Me. I want some. Yummy.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure cotton candy is really good for you.
Does that mean you don't want one?
Oh.
Yay! Whee! Look, Daddy. We're very high up. Look.
Caillou loved riding on the Ferris wheel. From all the way up here, he could see the whole theme park.
Daddy, look.
It was the biggest teddy bear Caillou had ever seen. If they could throw all their hoops over a wooden block, maybe they could win the bear.
Hey.
It was a very difficult game for Caillou.
It didn't go.
It isn't as easy as it looks.
Can you do it, Daddy?
I'll try my best.
Way to go!
Caillou really hoped his daddy could make the third hoop fall over the block.
Did you enjoy yourself, Caillou?
Oh, yes, Mommy.
What was the best part? Was it the river ride? The Ferris wheel? I know. It was Daddy throwing the hoops and winning the bear, wasn't it?
Yes.
I think we have time for a story before your bus comes. Now, why don't we see what Caillou's up to today? Well, it's a story called Caillou School Bus. Caillou didn't go to school yet, but every day he waited to see the school bus coming down his street. Caillou really wanted to ride on the school bus with the big children.
Daddy, when can I go on the school bus?
Well, you won't go to school until after your next birthday. Let's see. This is today, and this is your birthday.
But I want to go on the school bus now.
Well, I think we could at least go and see the school bus, even if you can't ride on it.
The very next morning, Caillou and his daddy got up extra early so they could see the school bus from up close.
Here it comes, Daddy. Here it comes. Oh, boy. Oh. Hi, Caillou. Are you coming on the bus with us?
Caillou doesn't go to school yet, Sarah.
Well, good morning, young man. Are you coming to school too? Wait a minute. I remember you. I used to take you to school when you were a little boy.
Hello, Mr. Washington. How nice to see you again. This is my son, Caillou. He wanted to see your bus.
Well, Caillou, I'm very pleased to meet you. And I'm looking forward to driving you to school when the time comes.
I want to go on the bus, Daddy.
Well, I can't take you today, Caillou.
Mr. Washington could see that Caillou was very disappointed.
But maybe I could tomorrow, as long as it's all right with your mommy and your daddy. And I'll have to ask my boss if it's okay, too. So I can't promise I'll take you.
Isn't that nice of Mr. Washington, Caillou? Let's go and ask Mommy.
Wow.
What's this, Caillou?
That's the school bus, Daddy.
And who's this driving the school bus?
Me.
Caillou, remember, we have to wait till tomorrow to find out if you're allowed to ride on the bus.
Hi, Caillou. It looks like you're going to school today.
Caillou was very nervous. He didn't know if he'd be allowed to ride on the bus.
Good morning. Well, we don't want to be late for school, Caillou. Come along.
What are you waiting for? Go on.
Oh, boy.
Caillou loved riding in the big yellow school bus.
We're almost home, Caillou. There's your daddy waiting for you.
Hey!
Did you see me, Daddy? I was in the bus.
I saw you. Now, let's say thank you to Mr. Washington. Thank you, Mr. Washington.
Goodbye, Caillou. Goodbye. See you after your next birthday.
I'm so glad you can stay the night. And look, that's what Caillou does in this story. It's called Caillou Sleeps Over. It all started when Caillou's friend Leo invited him to sleep over at his house. Caillou and his mommy were packing his bags.
Caillou, now, have we forgotten anything?
My pajamas.
That's right. If you're going to sleep over at Leo's house, you need pajamas. Now, is that everything?
Yes.
This was the first time Caillou had ever slept over at a friend's house, and he was very excited.
Get in, Caillou. I'm sure we forgot to pack something, but what could it be? Let's think. Pajamas?
Pajamas.
Toothbrush?
Toothbrush.
Teddy bear?
Teddy bear. We forgot Teddy.
Good. Now you have everything. Are you ready?
Leo's daddy had built a treehouse in his garden, and Caillou loved playing in it.
Leo, Caillou, it's supper time. Come on, you two. Time to wash your hands.
Caillou sure was having fun at Leo's house. But when supper came, Caillou started to feel lonely. He was thinking about his mommy and daddy and his home.
Aren't you hungry, Caillou?
Yes.
Let's see who finishes first and wins the race to dessert.
Pretty soon it was bedtime for Caillou and Leo. Caillou discovered that even brushing his teeth was fun at Leo's house. But when it was time to go to sleep, Caillou missed his mommy and daddy and his home a lot. He was beginning to feel very sad.
Are you two ready to go to sleep? Get into bed, Caillou. Good night, honey. Oh, dear. What's the matter, Caillou?
I want to go home.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we go and call your mommy on the phone?
I want to come home, Mommy.
Does Teddy want to come home too?
Teddy?
Poor Teddy. He must be feeling very lonely stuck inside your bag. And he was really looking forward to sleeping over at Leo's house.
When Caillou thought about Teddy, he didn't want to go home anymore. He fetched Teddy and gave him a big kiss.
Does Teddy feel better now?
Yes, because I'm hugging him tight.
Good. Night-night. Sleep tight.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Look at poor Caillou. He's fallen off his bike. Let's find out how it happened, shall we? Today's story is called Caillou Hurts Himself. Caillou and his daddy were going for a ride on their bikes.
Let's just make sure this is on properly. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready to roll?
Yes. Hi, Mr. Hinkle.
Hi there, Caillou. That's a nice bike. Where are you going?
We're going to the park.
Have a good ride.
Thank you.
What do we do now?
We look both ways, then we look both ways again.
That's right.
Caillou liked telling his daddy how to ride across an intersection.
Wow! It's Sarah. Hi, Caillou. Hi, Sarah.
Caillou wished he could ride like Sarah.
Oh. Look at me, Daddy.
Caillou, watch where you're going.
Oh.
Are you hurt?
Caillou wasn't hurt very badly, but he didn't like falling off his bike while his daddy was watching.
No.
We better get you home.
Caillou felt much better when Daddy put on the bandage.
It's clean now. Just hold on one more second.
How are we doing?
Look, Daddy, I asked Mommy to put this one on.
Is that another one on your finger?
I asked Mommy to put this one on, too.
I don't think you need any more, do you?
No, Mommy. Hi, Mr. Hinkle. Look.
Well, it looks like you have some dinosaurs on your elbow and on your knee.
And on my finger, too.
I'm quite sure you have more dinosaurs on you than any other boy on the street. You must be very proud.
You must be tired after your big game. Come sit next to me. It's story time. Just look at that. Caillou's playing soccer. Today's story is called Caillou's Big Kick. Caillou was very excited because his friend Andre was coming to play soccer with him.
Caillou, what's all that noise? What are you doing? Caillou, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Andre's coming.
I know.
We are going to play soccer. Andre's the best soccer player.
I know he is, sweetie, but you're not supposed to play soccer in the house, are you?
No, Mommy.
Caillou decided to practice before Andre arrived.
Caillou, look who's here.
Hi, Andre.
Come on, Caillou. Over here.
Pass it over here.
Get that one. Okay, good.
Oh, yeah, come on. Wow.
Andre, you're a really good player.
My turn.
Caillou wanted to be a soccer player just like Andre.
I don't like this game.
Remember the time you learned to skate?
Yes.
Well, you had to practice a lot before you got good at it, didn't you?
Here, try again.
Oh, Caillou felt bad. He wanted to show Andre how good he was at soccer. But somehow, he just couldn't kick the ball.
I don't want to play anymore.
Come on, Caillou. You can do it.
I can't. It's too hard.
Just one more time.
Caillou!
Caillou agreed to give it one more try.
Ouch!
Come on, Caillou. You can do it.
Okay. Rosie?
We've come to play too.
Oh!
He scores! Hooray!
Way to go, Caillou!
Hooray!
Now that he'd kicked the ball, Caillou felt like a real soccer player. Are you kids ready for a story? Let's see what Caillou did today. Oh, this looks interesting. Today's story is called Caillou the Jungle Explorer.
Aha! Do you want to help me in the garden, Caillou?
Yes, Mommy.
Here, this'll protect you from the sun.
Hi, Caillou. Hi, Sarah.
Why don't you water the flowers for me, Caillou? I'm gonna trim the rose bush. I think it's gonna rain. We won't have to water the flowers after all.
Sarah? Caillou, take a look through this. What is it? It's a magnifying glass. Be careful, it's delicate. What does that mean? It means you can break it easily. But what does it do? It makes small things look bigger. Oh. It makes your eye look bigger. And your nose, Sarah. I have an idea. Do you want to play Jungle Explorer with the magnifying glass? What's Jungle Explorer? We'll pretend we're exploring in the jungle and looking at everything with a magnifying glass. Wow! Look! It's a great big jungle monster!
Sarah was right. The caterpillar did look like a monster.
Wow! It's as big as a bird! It got away! The jungle's much thicker here. I don't think I can carry on. I can. I'm not afraid. Good luck. I'll wait here at the camp.
Caillou the Jungle Explorer journeyed deeper and deeper into the jungle. Caillou pretended Gilbert was roaring like a big jungle lion.
Gilbert, don't be scared. It's me.
Caillou was surprised when he heard the thunder, and a bit scared, too.
Sarah! Sarah! What happened? There was a big noise. I expect it was Jungle Drums sending us a message. Jungle Drums? Well, it might have been Jungle Drums, but I think it was probably thunder.
Caillou was very excited by all the things he'd seen through the magnifying glass and all the adventures he'd imagined.
Mommy, I saw a lion in the jungle. And we heard some jungle drums, too.
Those drums are sending us a message. Yes, they're saying if we don't want to get wet, we'd better hurry inside.
Look at Caillou's funny costume. I wonder why he's dressed like that. Oh, yes, I remember. Today's story is called The Caillou Show.
Hello, dinosaurs. Do you remember what we're doing today?
The show!
That's right.
Yay!
Caillou, Leo, and Clementine were very excited. They were going to put on a show.
Now we want everything to be ready for when your parents come. So let's get started. First of all, we need some costumes.
The costume box! Yay!
The costume box was full of make-believe costumes.
Look, I'm a pirate.
Look at me. I'm a clown.
I'm going to be a scary witch.
There were all sorts of wonderful costumes in the trunk. Caillou and his friends wanted to try them all on.
Caillou, I want you to wear this. You're going to be the sun. Clementine, you'll be a flower. And Leo, you're going to be a rain cloud. Now let's make up our story.
I'm a beautiful flower.
You certainly are, Clementine. And who are you?
I'm the sun.
And you make the flower feel hot and thirsty. Come on, you guys, stop fooling around. We need to practice properly. Leo, the sun's made the flower thirsty, so now we need the cloud to give her a drink of water. Okay?
Yes.
This is going to be a great show. Let's practice some more.
At last, it was time for the show to begin.
What a nice morning. I hope the sun comes out soon.
Clementine expected the sun to come out, but Caillou didn't appear.
I hope the sun comes out soon. I hope the sun comes out soon. Hello, beautiful flower. Let me warm you up. The hot sun is making me thirsty. I need a drink.
Then Leo the rain cloud appeared to give the flower a little drink.
Thank you, Mr. Cloud.
Caillou and his friends felt very proud of themselves when they heard all the parents applauding.
Trick or treat! Trick or treat!
Come on in, kids. I have a special treat for you. It's a story called Caillou Loves Halloween. Just look.
Mommy, is it time yet? Is it?
Well, yes it is. Let's get you and Rosie ready, shall we?
Yay!
Well, Mr. Spaceman, are you ready for liftoff?
Almost, Daddy.
All systems go.
Yay!
Here's your clown costume, Rosie. Just like you wanted.
Rosie had asked for a clown costume, but when she saw it, it reminded her of how she used to be scared of clowns.
I don't want it.
You don't want to go trick-or-treating? Really?
Caillou couldn't believe that Rosie didn't want to go trick-or-treating.
Why doesn't Rosie want to go?
Rosie is scared because she's still too little for Halloween. Well, if you really don't want to, I guess we'll just stay home.
Hold still, Caillou.
Bye-bye, Mommy.
Mom stayed home to look after Rosie, so Caillou could go out trick-or-treating with his daddy.
Bye-bye.
Go ahead, Caillou. What are you waiting for? It's okay. You haven't forgotten what to say, have you?
Well, this is a surprise. It's not every day an astronaut comes to my house.
Go on, Caillou. You know what to say.
Trick or treat, Mr. Hinkle. Trick or treat. Wow! Thank you! Rosie was too scared to come trick-or-treating, Mr. Hinkle. Hello!
Hi, Caillou. I'm a scary monster.
And I'm a spaceman. Leo's a monster. And Clementine's a nurse. Look at all my treats! Wow!
Caillou, Leo, and Clementine all went trick-or-treating together.
Trick or treat! Trick or treat!
And they collected lots of treats before it was time to go home. Halloween was almost over, but there was still one more bell to ring.
Trick or treat! Trick or treat!
Who's this standing on the doorstep? It looks like an astronaut and his friends.
It's me! It's Caillou!
Well, if you want a treat, you'd better come in.
I like Halloween. I love Halloween.
It looks like Caillou's having a picnic with his friends. And that's what today's story is about, too. It's called Caillou's Picnic. It was a beautiful day. Caillou and his family were going on a picnic.
We're almost there, you guys.
Yay!
Caillou had invited his friend Leo to come, too.
Here you go. That's everything we need.
No, it isn't, Daddy.
What's the matter? Have I forgotten something?
Yes!
What did I forget?
You forgot the picnic.
I know. I was just joking. Why don't you give me a hand?
It's heavy.
It won't be so heavy after the picnic.
Caillou and Leo led the way along a forest path.
It's like being in your storybook about brave knights and dragons, isn't it, Caillou?
Yes!
Caillou always loved going on picnics with his family. It was even more fun with Leo because they could go and play after they finished eating.
Don't go too far.
Okay, Daddy. Wow, look!
Look at me. I'm a brave knight. I have a sword.
Look! I have a sword, too.
This is the bad dragon.
Yay! We're fighting the bad dragon!
Caillou and Leo loved playing brave knights and dragons.
Caillou! Leo!
Caillou, Leo, come back here.
But this game didn't last very long.
Oh! What's the matter?
Let's stop here.
Rosie's scared of the thunder. It sounds a bit like a dragon roaring, doesn't it?
Look, Rosie, I'm a brave knight. This is my sword.
I'm a brave knight, too. We were fighting a dragon.
We'll protect you. Wow!
Is everything okay, brave knights? Are there any more dragons?
Don't worry, we'll protect you.